Game 4 of the WNBA Finals goes down on Wednesday night as the Liberty look to even up their series with the Aces and force a Game 5. So let's preview Game 4 with Liberty beat reporter for Winsidr and co-host of Pull Up with Myles and Owen, Myles Ehrlich, and the great WNBA insider and founder of Girls Talk Sports, Khristina Williams. Guys, how's it going?
Going good.
Going good.
Game 4 at Barclays.
Yeah, Game 4 is here, guys. Unbelievably, Liberty have a chance to even this series up, force a Game 5, like I said, so it's going to be very interesting. Want to get right into it with both of you to break this down. And Khristina, I'm going to start with you because news came down on Tuesday that both Chelsea Gray and Kiah Stokes, they are out for Game 4 with foot injuries. You were at practice and media availability for both teams yesterday. What's the vibe around both teams following this injury news?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we had a chance to speak to the players yesterday in practice, and we went over to Chelsea Gray, and she described it as the team being pissed in the locker room. And A'ja Wilson sort of shared that sentiment that, you know, they're pissed. It sucks when players go down, especially at a time like this when you have a chance to win a second straight WNBA championship. But Coach Becky said, you know, we have to have that next person up mentality. And so the bench players, they know the game plan. They're buying into Becky's system, and they're just ready to go and to play for both Kiah, Candace, and Chelsea. And so that's the mentality that the Aces have coming into this Game 4 tonight. They just want to play for each other and get things done and close it out.
I want to close it out. They have the opportunity to do that there, that being the Aces. I want to talk about the Liberty. I'm going to give this one to you, Myles, because they seem confident after their performance in Game 3. But what's the mindset of this team heading into what's going to be the final home game of the year at the Barclays Center against the defending champs?
Well, I think that all of the players on this team still know that they have their backs against the wall. They know that it's do or die again for them tonight. And Sabrina Ionescu said, we're cognizant of the fact that for Vegas, it's a next man up mentality, and they're good enough. They've been in this position before. Last year during the playoff run, they were down a start or two. So the Liberty are not just thinking that they've got this in the bag, but I think that something else that really plays into it is just the crowd and just how excited they were to play in front of that crowd. And I got a little bit emotional today at shoot-around when Jonquel was talking about how she thought, you know, maybe in the future, maybe after this generation of players, they would have seen the 17,000 plus crowd at Barclays Center back to the start of the WNBA, those crowds that we used to see back in the day. So for her to come out and see that, Maureen Johannes said that was the loudest arena, the biggest arena that she's ever played in. So they're really just simultaneously taking in the moment and knowing that they're putting this entire city on their backs.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear how they're taking in the moment when we've had some people say that the arena, the Barclays Center, has not been loud, said it's been quiet, it's been dark, but clearly was not that for Game 3. Last thing I got for both of you guys here with the focus from both teams is win or go home situation again for the Liberty. What does New York need to do in order to win on Wednesday and force a Game 5 showdown in Vegas? Khristina, I'll start with you.
Yeah, New York just needs to continue that momentum from Game 3. All of the players and Coach Sandy just preached the sentiment of connection being that chemistry that they've been carrying out through the postseason and just really taking advantage of the mismatches, especially in the paint with Jonquel Jones, and just not taking advantage of this moment for them. So the key would be rebounding, pushing the pace, and moving the ball just how they know they can, and just coming out with a sense of urgency. I think that's the key for New York to secure a victory in Game 4 to push to Game 5.
Going to be interested to see how they come out and start this Game 4. Myles, what about you? What are your keys to the Liberty getting a victory in Game 4?
For the Liberty, it comes down to, like Khristina was saying, it's the transition defense. A couple of days ago, Sabrina Ionescu said to me that their best offense, that transition offense, comes off of them getting stops, but it goes both ways. They won that fast break battle 12-2 in Game 3. But there was one play that I thought really, really highlighted the effort that we just saw last game. And that was off of a Jackie Young steal for Vegas, where she comes down the other way and Betnijah Laney sprints up and chases her down and forces a miss. And I was talking to Jonquel today, and she said that they were rewatching the game after they got home that night. They rewatched game 3, and she said that Benija lives downstairs from her and texted her and said, "Why are you guys making so much noise up there?" And she said, and John Quill said, "We were rewatching the game, rewatching that effort, and that just had us all hyped." So I think that that's what it is. It's that connectedness. It's that effort that comes from those bigs, from those starters, but really goes down to the last person on the bench, and that's what they're going to need if they're going to send this back to Vegas on Friday.
All right. Liberty fans are hoping that is what happens. The Liberty with a win on Wednesday night sends them back to Vegas for a winner-take-all Game 5 for the WNBA crown on Friday night. We're hoping to see that. But first up is a Game 4. Khristina Williams, founder of Girls Talk Sports TV, Myles Ehrlich, the great Liberty beat writer for Winsidr. They both will be there. I will be there, too, to join them. Hopefully we'll do something post-game. Guys, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Dex.
Thank you, Dexter.